Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'll be sharing a 12 by 12 layout and I'll be using the fall collection from Close to My Heart Hawthorne as well as the October stamp of the month. Now I am a Close to My Heart consultant, so I'll go ahead and add the links to all of these products down below in my description box that I use on this layout today. So today I am going to keep this layout very simple. I'm not adding much to it at all, and that's mostly because of the photos that I'm documenting. I really want these photos to stand out, and seeing that there are no people in these two photos, I felt I needed to make sure I don't add too much to the layout to have these photos blend in to the background, because there isn't any main focal point on the photos itself. There are no people in there, so I'm gonna keep it very simple. Now these are photos of the trees to the back and the front of my home during the fall season, and the fall season is my absolutely favorite season of all, and I wanted to go ahead and document that today. And you can see this collection is beautiful. The rich fall colors here, it's just perfect for these two photos. So I went ahead and used that corrugated pattern paper as my center band across my layout, and that by itself added a lot of detail. And I also cut two strips to use to the top and the bottom of that corrugated pattern paper. Now here I'm just playing around with the placement, and you'll notice I do add that little strip in to the right that I removed earlier on. I decided I wanted that corrugated pattern to go straight across my layout instead of having it bordered with the Sangria cardstock. So here I'm going to go ahead and adhere that to my background, and then adhere the two yellow strips as well. Now, even though I keep this layout very simple and I don't add a lot, what I do add to it added enough detail to make this layout beautiful, and I really do love how it turned out. So I wanted to mention, even though I'm just using the pattern paper with sticker sheet pack today, there's also a scrapbooking workshop kit that's available in this Hawthorne collection. And in that kit, you do get the paper pack and sticker sheet, as well as the cardstock that you need, the complements, some die cuts, wood veneer pieces, and you even get the page protectors. Now you do get detailed instructions on how to create two single page layouts as well as two double page layouts. And of course you do not have to follow those directions. You can go out on your own with your own design, but if you don't have a lot of time and you just want to get those photos documented, I think those instructions are awesome for helping you get those photos down on those pages and in your albums. Now, here I'm just adding a little bit more detail to my background before adding my photos, and I decided to use the back side of that corrugated pattern paper and add it as a strip to the lower part of my layout. And then I'll go ahead and mat my photos and add them to my background. So right as I was about to map my photos, I decided I wanted to go ahead and frame this entire layout on this pattern paper. And here's where I decided that. So I'll go ahead, put my photo aside, and I'll gut this pattern paper. That way I can use the outer edge as a mat behind my layout, and I'll have the center portion to mat my photos with. So now I'm going to go ahead and remove about a 1/4 inch off the right side of my layout and a 1/4 inch off the top. And then I'll go ahead and mat my photos, then mat my entire background on that pattern paper. Now before adding my layout to the mat, I use the edge of my scissors to rough up the edges of my layout, as you can see here. And I focus mostly on the top and the bottom. Once I have it down on that mat, on that black pattern paper, I'll go ahead and rough up the edges on the top and the bottom just a bit more. So here on my background, I have just a lot of pattern papers layered, and the details come from that corrugated pattern paper, as well as the edges of the cardstock and that pattern paper to the lower portion of my layout where I tore the edge. So here I am gonna go ahead and mat my photos and add them to my background, and then I will go ahead and work on my title. Now for my title today, I am using the October stamp of the month. I believe it's called Autumn Ear, and I'll have that link down below. And I do use that directly on my background together with the Sangria Ink Pad. And it is a new stamp set, so I'll go ahead and stamp it off on a piece of scrap paper first, just to make sure I get a really nice image before adding it directly to my background. So I am going to begin by adding in the word fall first, and then I'll add in the remainder of the title. And my entire title will read, I love fall most of all. But I wanted to add this word first, that way I can have it exactly where I want it, and then just add in the other parts of the title around it and right above that photo. Now here you will notice that that sangria color is absolutely gorgeous on this corrugated pattern paper, and it goes really nicely with the cardstock as well. All of the colors match up perfectly. Now once I'm done adding in my title, I will go ahead and add a few embellishments to the background. So here I'm using a stamp from the same stamp set to add a little detail where I will add my embellishment clusters. And I'm going to add that to the bottom right corner as well as the top left corner. Now for my embellishment clusters, I am going to be using the sticker sheet, and I am going to end up with about 3 clusters, one to the bottom right, one to the top left, and right above my photo next to my title. Now I will go ahead and use this huge leaf, and you'll see that I added some foam adhesive to the back of it, and I'm just adding it to the pointy part of the leaf, not to the bottom, because I wanted to add a little bit of dimension to the layout just for some more interest. And I will tuck the little stem part of it below my photo, but the pointy part of the leaf will be standing off my layout just to add a bit of dimension and interest to the background. Now I will do the same to the second leaf that I am adding to the top left corner. And I also added in a sticker that says capture and just a few circle elements close to those clusters as well. Now the one that's next to the word capture, I do add some foam adhesive behind that as well. And the one that I add next to the leaf to the top left, there is some foam adhesive behind that one also. So I wanted to add something else to this layout just to make it pop, and I decided to use this gold sequin ribbon, and this is also from Close to My Heart. Now I'm gonna go ahead and adhere that to my layout using some washi. I just basically add it to the end of both sides of the ribbon and tuck it behind. And on the front part of my layout, I do add some micro glue dots to keep the ribbon in place. So I really love how this layout turned out, and I hope you guys enjoy the process as well. As you can see, I kept it very, very simple, and this layout came together in less than 30 minutes, I believe. I will have a close-up look in just a few moments, and I'll also have some still shots at the end. And I will be using this collection in a few more projects on my channel here in the next few weeks throughout the month of October, so be sure to check back. Now, if you're not already a subscriber to my channel, go ahead and take a look around, and if you like what you see, click that subscribe button and also the notification bell. That way you'll know once I post new videos. So I want to thank you all for watching today, and until my next video, bye.